Hey folks, hope you're doing well. I've been working on this Tester house terrain piece quite a bit, so I thought I'd show you the progress. Last video I'd spoken about the base and how I made that and showed you the work I'd done on the house. So I've since stuck the house to the base, so it's fully secure now, which is cool, and I've gone around and added a little fence all the way around. I drilled into the base for this and then put some bamboo skewers in. And then these little struts are just matchsticks. They're kind of they're not evenly spaced all the way around. I wanted it to look a bit rustic, like it was built just to fit in with the shape of the rock. I thought I'd add a little bit of kind of narrative, I guess, to it. So I'd broken a couple of these just to give the impression that, you know, somebody had climbed up here at some point maybe and broken the fence. Obviously the colours, ignore those at the moment of the base. This is all an air drying clay in here, and then I used milliput for these bits, and this is added some textured paint to the top of here. I just wanted a rougher surface than the smooth styrene, and I've gone around and added some talus in and little rocks and stuff like that just to kind of break up the flat surface. I will be putting grass on this, so that will kind of cover most of it, but I wanted to get a rough texture down first. So I've added a little shed at the back here. This is just made out of coffee stir sticks and matchsticks, so there's all little slats going across, much like the same stir sticks I used for the house here. I made a door. Obviously this still needs to be painted up, but I've added a little door there. The roof is I used sandpaper just to get like this, a lot of older shed roofs anyway have this like textured sort of material on top, so I just used some panels of that and coffee stir sticks again for the trim, I guess, on the edge here. Now the reason for putting in the shed, I spoke about this in the last video, was to hide a battery pack. You just turn it on here, and then you can't see it too well because the lamps are on it, but there you go, the lights in the house. So the lights are all hidden there in the house. So the cord, I guess, from the battery pack goes underground here. I carved a little channel in the surface here, and it goes into the house, and they're all sort of taped up inside the house, so they're sitting at the windows. And then I think there's another window around here. So yeah, it was just to give a place to hide the battery pack and to allow access to it, obviously, so that just kind of disappears in the shed there. Around the side here as well, I've added a couple little gravestones. These are just the top of like popsicle sticks and coffee stir sticks, just to give a couple different sizes. Just snip the top off of them so it's like the rounded headstones. So I don't know, maybe these are pets that have been buried in the house over time. And I've got the little basement window down here just with some bars. So that's where we're at the minute. Next step will be to paint the base. I'm going to have all this looking like rock. These steps are going to be like carved into the rock surface. And then I'll go over it with an earth tone, paint up all these little rocks, and then add some flock. I need to paint the shed. And then I've got the detail pieces to add to the house as well. I've got facings to go on here, bigger version of that basically. Facings to go on here, and then I've got a metal bracer thing that I showed in the last video to go along the spines of the roof here. But there you go, that's where we're at just now. It's probably the most ambitious terrain piece I've ever tried. I've only done little bits and pieces before, but never anything this intricate, I guess. I tried to get a lot of depth going on, a lot of visual detail, kind of to break up flat surfaces and stuff. So it's been a really good learning experience so far, and I'm looking forward to getting it finished up. But if you want to come back and check it out when it is done, that'd be awesome. But until the next one, cheers for watching, and I'll catch you all later. Goodbye.